Have you ever noticed something strange? The smartest man in the room is often the loneliest. He's not loud. He's not popular. He doesn't have a group chat buzzing with jokes and inside stories. In fact, many high IQ men spend most of their time alone. And no, it's not because they're arrogant. It's not because they can't socialize. And it's definitely not because they think they're better than everyone else. The real reason is far more uncomfortable. Because intelligence doesn't just help you understand math, strategy, or business. It helps you understand people. And once you truly understand people, friendship is never the same again. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this over 500 years ago. He believed that clarity of mind isolates, and that the man who sees reality as it is will never fully belong to those who need comforting illusions. So today, we're breaking down why high IQ men often have no friends through the cold, realistic lens of Machiavelli's theory of power, human nature, and social survival. This video is not about hating people. It's not about ego. It's about truth. Let's begin. Intelligence is not a gift, it's a filter. Most people think intelligence makes life easier. Machiavelli would laugh at that idea. According to him, intelligence is not a gift, it's a filter that removes comfort, fantasy, and falsehood. The average person builds friendships on shared beliefs, emotional reassurance, mutual validation, social rituals. High IQ men don't automatically accept these foundations. They question them. They ask, why do people say things they don't mean? Why is honesty punished and flattery rewarded? Why do friendships collapse the moment interests change? This questioning doesn't make them superior. It makes them incompatible. Machiavelli believed most people don't want truth, they want emotional safety. A high IQ man disrupts that safety without trying. He sees patterns others ignore. He notices contradictions others excuse. He hears what's not being said. And people feel that, not consciously, but instinctively. That's where isolation begins. Machiavelli's first rule: people love illusions, not reality. Machiavelli famously said, men in general judge more by the eye than by the hand, because everyone can see, but few can feel. Translation: people prefer appearances over truth. Friendships are built on shared illusions. We're loyal forever. We're honest with each other. This will never change. High IQ men don't believe this automatically. They've seen loyalty break under pressure, honesty punished, bonds dissolve when status shifts. So they don't emotionally invest the same way. They listen more than they speak. They observe more than they react. And this creates distance. Because friendship, for most people, is not about understanding, it's about comfort. A man who refuses to play the illusion game becomes unsettling. High IQ men see motives, not just words. One of Machiavelli's most dangerous insights was this: every action has an interest behind it. High IQ men internalize this early. When someone compliments them, they ask, what do they want? When someone criticizes them, they ask, what insecurity is speaking? When someone offers friendship, they wonder, what role am I being assigned? This doesn't make them paranoid, it makes them accurate. But accuracy kills casual friendship. Most friendships survive because people don't analyze too deeply. High IQ men can't turn that off. So conversations feel shallow, jokes feel repetitive, small talk feels like theater. Eventually, they withdraw, not out of pride, but exhaustion. Intelligence threatens social hierarchies. Machiavelli understood power dynamics better than anyone. Every social group has an unspoken hierarchy. Someone leads, someone follows, someone entertains, someone supports. High IQ men disrupt this structure without trying. Why? Because they don't seek approval, they don't flatter authority, they don't emotionally submit.
They ask uncomfortable questions. They challenge bad logic. They expose inefficiency. This makes leaders nervous. It makes peers defensive. It makes groups unstable. So the group reacts the only way it knows. They exclude. Not openly, not aggressively, quietly. Invitations stop coming. Messages slow down. Energy shifts. Machiavelli would say, this is not cruelty, it's self-preservation. Emotional independence is socially dangerous. Here's a truth most people won't admit. Friendships often rely on mutual emotional dependence, sharing problems, seeking validation, complaining together. High IQ men don't need this as much. They self-regulate, they process internally, they solve instead of venting. To others, this feels like coldness, detachment, arrogance. But Machiavelli would recognize it as strength, and strength makes people uneasy. Why? Because dependency creates bonds. Independence removes leverage. A man who doesn't need emotional reassurance cannot be controlled socially. So he becomes unnecessary, and unnecessary people are rarely kept close. High IQ men choose solitude over fake belonging. Machiavelli believed it was better to be alone and strategic than surrounded and blind. High IQ men reach this conclusion naturally. They realize many friendships are transactional, many bonds are conditional, many connections disappear when usefulness ends. So they make a choice. Not consciously at first, they stop trying to fit, they stop over-explaining, they stop chasing connection. And solitude becomes peaceful, not lonely, peaceful. Because silence is better than performance, because clarity is better than noise. High IQ men are misunderstood. Society praises intelligence, but only when it's useful, not disruptive. High IQ men are often labeled too serious, too intense, hard to read, distant. But Machiavelli would say this: the wise man offends without intending to. Not because he attacks, but because truth feels like an attack to those living in illusion. High IQ men don't sugarcoat reality. They don't lie to maintain harmony. They don't pretend confusion where clarity exists. That honesty costs them socially. Are high IQ men doomed to be alone? No, but their friendships look different. Fewer, deeper, strategic, rare. Machiavelli didn't value crowds, he valued alliances. High IQ men don't seek many friends, they seek mutual respect, IQ harmony, emotional independence. And those connections are rare, but real. Machiavelli's final lesson: power comes with isolation. Machiavelli believed that the higher you rise in awareness, the fewer people can walk with you. Not because you abandon them, but because they can't follow. High IQ men don't lose friends because they're difficult. They lose friends because they see too much. They expect too little. They refuse illusions. And that is a lonely place. But it's also a powerful one. So, if you're a high IQ man with few or no friends, you're not broken, you're not antisocial, you're not failing at life. You've simply seen behind the curtain. Machiavelli warned us long ago: truth isolates, clarity separates, power walks alone. And maybe, just maybe, that solitude isn't a weakness. It's the cost of seeing reality clearly. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment: clarity over comfort. And remember, not everyone is meant to walk with you. Some are meant to be understood from a distance.